And there we go again, guys. We're back almost in time this time. Just 12 minutes delay in comparison to our other games. That's absolutely nothing today. Anyway, you're gonna see two games D2RO here on Heflatv, and then we're gonna jump into Gigabyte. So hang in there. It's gonna be an awesome evening, and that is not enough. After those three games I just mentioned, we hop into another two games of JDL, so this is gonna be a very long day, and I hope you all stay with us here. Right now, FamousFive face Tryhard Gaming, and the winner of this match is gonna face Flipside, and Flipside is gonna head over with us then to Gigabyte Challenge. And yeah, so it's pretty interesting. I really hope the best wins here in this match, and of course I just hope that Flipside is gonna get an awesome enemy there. Anyway, the last spectator is loading, and yeah, what do you think, Culture? Amazing games, yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm always hoping for some, and well, it's gonna be amazing one way or another. I mean, probably somebody's still gonna be happy about it. It's like, even if it's completely one-sided, the fans of the winning team will still be happy with it, I think, so something for everybody.
Yep, definitely. And yep, Cryonics just loaded, so everybody's here. I love it. Let's jump into the draft then.
FamousFive. That name, man.
FamousFive. Well, I didn't know them till
Fabulous
today. Well, they can't be that famous. I didn't know them till today. I think we actually casted Tryhard Gaming once. I'm not sure. And I think it was D2RO or something.
Might be, but we see the bans already coming out. Doombringer, banned by FamousFive, so would expect like maybe Storm, Spirit, Slark, maybe even a Lifestealer. Something like that coming out. Then again, I mean, any hero is bad if he gets doomed, so yeah.
Yep, I like the Doom ban, but then again, we don't see our like traditional bans. Where's the Invoker? Where's the AA? I mean, there's still one ban to go, but like I want to see those heroes as usual.
Yeah, I know where they are. They're in the tier 1 ban pool.
But I think they're rather in the tier 1 pick pool right now.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
Bristleback first pick, Invoker, not
I
banned,
love it.
not picked. Neither is the AA and Bristleback. Yeah, we finally get to see one once again. I think we've seen like maybe one or two Bristlebacks, but they failed pretty hard. So happy to see that one, but Tryhard Gaming to pick up the Visage, a rather common pick, and will they go for an AA as well? Maybe Nyx Assassin, Invoker, Batrider, one of the conventional heroes, but
Yeah,
I would like
be...
to see like snipers and
Oh no, no, no. I mean, this is the first round of the bracket C here, but I mean, I still hope for a decent game. I don't want to see a sniper like, I don't know, sniper.
snipers legit, man.
Well, it's
Bruno,
fun
the
to
stats
watch.
man, thinks.
It's fun
Sniper
to
is
watch,
legit.
but yeah, like no. We have a Visage Crystal Maiden combination instead, and that looks more like a solid draft to me rather than a sniper pick.
Is Husker available in Captain's mode?
Yes, of course.
Why the hell isn't it picked up?
I think you cast it too much today, Culture.
That magic resistance, man.
You
Well,
definitely
anyway, I
cast
mean,
it.
FamousFive. Do they want to stack up more minus armor for the Quill Spray to do extra damage now? Maybe like a Dazzle or Slardar could be picked up TA. Of course, I don't think they want to give away too much about their strategy early on, so the
Yep.
Dazzle actually might not be the worst pickup at the moment, just as a support.
So I don't know. Like I definitely like this because around the Bristle you can build a lot of things. I guess you already mentioned the minus armor strategy, but you also can go for a pushing strategy where Bristleback is just clearing the front lines pretty much, like just keeping them in range, tanking it up. But it depends. Like a Bristleback can go horribly wrong if he doesn't pick up that early farm. Like he needs to be tanky. Like we saw it so many times that the Bristleback actually got driven out of lane for a long time, and when he came back into the game, the enemy's damage was already so high that he couldn't prevail anywhere, not even in a team fight, especially when it comes to magical damage, and he didn't go for a pipe or anything similar.
Indeed, just a Bristleback. I mean, I've seen him sent off lane every now and then, and doesn't work out that well. He really needs the levels and the farm, like you said, to actually be tanky. And now AA pickup, so that's a really strong support, and that ultimate can just crush heroes.
Yep,
But yeah,
and there comes the AA, and I like it. I mean, we didn't see the Invoker. I guess both teams don't have too strong Invoker players out there, but I like the AA, and for obvious reason, he just hurts so much. The ultimate is just preventing all that healing coming out, and yeah, we have the impact damage, we have the burn, level 3, plus a Ganem Scepter, 17 seconds of pretty much being doomed, and yeah, I like it. And we have 2 more bans coming.
yeah, the Viper ban by FamousFive just don't want to get kited around. The Bristleback definitely wants to be able to at least be in the middle of the fight. Maybe not completely going to the front lines of the enemy, but definitely around that area, just spamming out the quill spray, and if possible, also right clicking. So the Viper would prevent that somewhat, plus of course every quill spray would proc the corrosive skin as well.
Yep, definitely. Like, and they banned the Luna as well, so they already start banning the cores of FamousFive, of Tryhard Gaming there. That's actually interesting, because I think it's a bit too early to guess the cores, because Tryhard Gaming can just, you know, circumpick there. They can go for anything else. Like right now with the Visage and the Maiden setup, you can go for anything else, because this is quite a, you know, it's a common pick. You have a running aura, you have an early mid-game Visage, like later playing around with the familiars, but like on paper you can go for anything now. You can go for a strategy, I mean a pushing strategy, you can go for a heavy team fight, you can go for a really greedy pickup. So I guess the captain has to guess what they want to ban, so they just take out anything that is like the most dangerous to FamousFive team at the moment here.
Yeah, it sure looks like that is what they are going for, and now we see the Invoker actually banned out finally as well. And thank God for that, because the Invoker can just wreck games. The space that a single Invoker can create is so sick.
Yeah,
Plus
sometimes
the team fights.
sometimes it's not even funny to watch an Invoker. Like if an Invoker wins his lane and he gets early stuff, like you have nice pickups, whatever. And to be honest, Invoker was always about, you know, skill and everything. You had Sunstrike plays, whatever, and it was amazing to cast. You were like, oh my god, someone died, and you just saw like, oh my god, that was a Sunstrike, and that was amazing play, whatsoever. But since FamousFive is now buffed after the patch, it's so strong that like I think even a mediocre player could create a lot of space with an Invoker there. All you need is your last hit, get a couple items, and Tornado into EMP, and you invoke into, I don't know, Cold Snap after that. And that's pretty much what FamousFive's Invoker does, and it's so annoying. It interrupts entire team fights and decides games at the moment. So from a caster perspective, Invoker is I don't know, it's more boring simply for the fact that many team fights are getting aborted because everybody's just standing there being out of mana. But we have another 2 picks coming up, Clockwork and Death Prophet.
Yeah, the Clockwork, I mean, Tryhard Gaming, I have no idea what they actually want to go for as of yet. Just, like, seriously, zero idea what course they're going to pick up.
Yep. But it looks like either, yeah, maybe it's a 4 Protect 1, maybe it's a really traditional pre 6.8 strategy, so a 4 Protect 1, I don't know, go for a heavy mid laner right now, and then pick a AM. Maybe we see something like this, or maybe we see a double core now coming out. So Clockwork offlane, we're gonna see a tri-lane on safe and something in the mid. So like a dual core strategy. Everything could come out of Tryhard Gaming right now, and I actually like it because the way they picked, FamousFive really doesn't have no idea what they should ban. And I think, yeah, they take their overtime now, and they're considering what to go for, because yeah, there goes the mid. Now they pick the mid.
Yeah, it's one of the strongest mids. That playmaking ability of that hero is absolutely sick. Just blinking in, silencing everybody. The Dream Coils can just make or break fights as well. And of course, just a phase shift to keep himself alive on top of it all. And well,
Definitely.
Death Prophet Weaver pickup by FamousFive, and that leads me to just guess that is the Weaver gonna be off lane? Or will they still send the Bristle off lane and like tri-lane the Weaver?
I think they're gonna try line the Weaver. just yeah, because early farm Weaver actually can be quite significant in the impact on the game, but then again, you want to have a Weaver grabbing solo XP, and a Weaver survivability on offlane might be superior. So maybe they just swap this around, but I see both things could actually happen.
They actually might go for a aggressive bristleback tri lane with Weaver on the safe lane up against Clockwork. That would actually work pretty well, at least for the Weaver. Can't say for the tri lane anything yet because they don't have the full tri lane picked. But Weaver against Clockwork would be a very nice matchup for the Weaver.
Yeah, just one more thing, like guys, in the stream I posted a link, and this is the matchup for all those who are interested. This is bracket number 3 of the Spring Cup. It's one of the last brackets happening. The winner of this game is gonna face Flipside, and we're gonna head over with Flipside after the game into the Gigabyte Challenge on JDL. You will see us there on the ticker as well, and yeah, that's why I'm pretty excited, because right now we decide what is the enemy team for Flipside, and Flipside is a quite decent team, so whoever wins here knows they're gonna face Flipside, and this is gonna be a really hard challenge for them. So may the best really win, and may Flipside get actually a decent fight up for them. And saying that, they banned out 2 more heroes. FamousFive is guessing another carry, so Naix is coming out there, and actually I don't think it's a bad one, but the AM is still in, and I think they can get an AM to work here. Full Protect 1 with a Puck mid for initiation, Clockwork with initiation, Visage stuns on whatever is Stream Coil and Cog. So I can definitely see this coming.
Yeah, the anti-mage would have pretty much free reign. The only thing that would actually stop him from blinking away is the silence of the Death Prophet at the moment. Other than that, there's no stuns coming out, but they go even heavier, they go for a Spectre.
Wow, okay. But a Spectre, I don't know, Spectre's early mid-game impact is quite limited, to be honest, and the question is also, does he get that early farm? Do we see the Radiance coming out, or does he go greedy, maybe going for a Midas and then being like offline for another 10 minutes or so, till he actually maybe picks up something for his HP, drums, whatsoever. I mean, we see it always so far. We've seen the greedy ones with a say with the Midas gaming, and then into Diffusal played stats, or we saw like the Spectres that played pretty much Sacred Relic Rush from the start on with just a couple borrowed tangos. I think it's up to the offlaner and the rotations on the safe lane how this is gonna turn out, but like, of course, a Spectre with a really rushed and fast Radiance, this is gonna hurt. Weaver has low HP, Ancient Apparition has low HP, Bristleback can't reduce the Radiance burn by any means. The only thing he gets off it is some occasional quill sprays, that's it. And yeah, I guess the Death Prophet is the one who least fears it, because he's going quite tanky, I guess, in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Spectre, and that's a big if, he gets it early enough, it can be quite hard to deal with. And now Disruptor, the last pick for Tryhard, so is Silence coming out, some excellent chasing potential with the Glimpse, as well as just keeping heroes in place with the Kinetic Field, and I really want to see how FamousFive are actually going to lane this. And by the way, we have, yeah, you already see the newest information. But yeah, this game about to start, everybody picking up their heroes, and I mean, this should be rather even. I mean, I like FamousFive's lineup more just because it's more aggressive. Spectre just needs so much farm. But then again, if that ultimate is off cooldown, he can join fights earlier on as well, if they are going well enough.
Yep, definitely. And yep, they're picking the heroes. Was just chatting a bit. And there we go. Swapping to the in-game overlay and go for a fast introduction on the team. On the Disruptor we have the E1, we have Mary CYX on the AA at the moment. Oh, with a very nice set we have Maelstrom on the Death Prophet, and he catches a rocket right there. We have Drain on the Weaver, and last but not least we have Rysin on the Bristleback.
And for the Radiant side, Tryhard Gamers, were they?
Yeah.
Tryhard Gaming, yeah.
Tryhard
Game
Gaming.
Master is playing the Crystal Maiden. XHVD playing on the Spectre. Mukuch playing on the Visage. Ifuji playing the puck and the Suka tricks
The Suka tricks.
playing on the Clockwork.
Like the visage is 100% German, just for the fact that, yeah, this is a German name. You know, moo is the sound that like a cow makes, and ku means cow. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
just translating for you. So muku is like the moo cow, whatsoever.
Coolio.
Whoa, we have a stats man. Wow,
Yeah.
that's service. Like, shout out to Cryonics.
So yeah, Spectre, I mean, I guess he's at least above 50%, if not anything else. So 52% chance that they will win. And already the Visage
Muku.
Muku.
Yep.
I don't
But
know.
we see just one ward at the moment coming out, and it's like the really traditional ward here on the safe lane by the Bristleback. So he wants some protection from whatever is coming in, like from the side. But Muku on the Visage, he has 2 sentries, so it's just a matter of time until he's gonna find that ward and deward it, and then from there on, yeah. I just said it. Oh, actually, no, it's Maiden putting an observer up there, and yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not dewarding at the moment, so he's quite safe.
They'll figure it out soon enough, I think, that there's a ward. Because if Bristleback starts running back every time the Crystal Maiden wants to go, then it's quite obvious. So at the moment, of course, the creep wave came at the same time, so it could have been spotted out by that, and
Yeah.
but Bristol just hoping to stay there as long as possible.
What I find really interesting is that the Disruptor just did Thunder Strike on a creep. I think that was supposed to be for the Clockwork, but I don't know. Now he actually puts it on the Clockwork, and he's probably gonna use Clarity right after. So maybe some issues there with the aiming of his cursor. And I'm still fascinated by how I don't know how many wards come out. Now we have this one ward by Clockwork here. Seeing actually that the Disruptor is stacking up, so Clockwork being able there to steal some XP when he sees that they're about to pull. But yeah, the other wards, they're holding back. The sentries are still there, everything, so both teams kind of reserved with their warding.
Yeah, they just maybe want to make sure that they know where the enemy ward is and try to get rid of it.
Yep.
Of course, I mean, if you can handle it without placing 2 wards at once, then you don't need to get the secondary set as fast.
Yep.
So
And at the moment we have a quite slow start at the moment. I mean, Bristleback can stay in experience range, as it looks like Visage gave up the idea of maybe getting something done on the Bristleback, so he's starting to pull now. It's a single pull though, even though the camp was not blocked, so I have no idea why he didn't stack it at the 2-minute mark, but either way, so they're gonna start pulling, and he's gonna make it a double pull with the upper camp. Yeah, and actually the upper camp is a double pull, so yeah, he's definitely gonna deny the entire creep wave, and probably even the second one, the 12-second marker. So yeah, that's pretty bad for the Bristleback, but he picked up 3.5 levels so far. That's not too bad after all.
yeah,
Now they
finally.
Yeah. You were just about to say it.
Yeah, they finally just figure out the Bristleback obviously has a ward there. And the Bristleback actually 3.5 in levels, has boost of speed now. He had a pretty nice time because the lane control hasn't really been on spot. So Bristleback quite happy that this has happened because Suka Tricks on the Clockwork hasn't even hit level 2 yet.
This name is so hilarious. I can't help it. Every time, can we refer as Clockwork to him, because Sukatrix, that's just, I don't know. But I wanted to mention something more. Even we have like the sentry ward coming out here by FamousFive, but unfortunately, as you see, there's about, I don't know, a couple units missing, so they don't spot out the observer of Clockwork. So Clockwork still being safe, like, because he sees all the side rotations.
You're really unfortunate there, and like this Bristleback, he doesn't care about the Crystal Maiden at all. Crystal Maiden only has level 1 Frostbite, went level 2 in Arcane Aura just because maybe so she could Frostbite more often herself.
Yep. And what's also
But
interesting to see, look at mid lane, like Puck actually being in trouble, like he's He doesn't have anything on his bottle. He also doesn't go for the invisibility rune, which is on bottom, and the Death Prophet looking quite solid. And I think he's gonna get that invisibility rune, and with it, I don't know, they might actually go for something on bottom. It would be possible. Like, Spectra has no HP, and he already got the level 3 Crypt Swarm. This is definitely gonna hurt. With a couple hits from Bristleback, he can definitely go for something there.
Yeah, I think they just maybe don't have enough slow, or well, not any slow, even, to be honest.
Yep. Oh, and actually we see a dust coming up. They didn't do it in ward range or in range of the Bristleback, so this is definitely something the Death Prophet does not expect, and they draw it on the map. They wanna rotate through mid around the Death Prophet, so yep. And it could actually work because Puck has the burst damage. He's almost level 6. To be honest, he needs one more creep, and then with the Dream Coil, this was probably a 100% kill.
Yeah, if they catch him, the Puck should have actually gone a little bit back and started body blocking his own creep wave, because the Death Prophet
Oh,
is...
and they go.
Oh, he uses the invisibility just at the same time. I think the smoke wore off and this ward spotted them out, maybe.
Yeah, I think this ward like had vision here somewhere, and yeah, so the rotation kind of failed. And the Death Prophet is kind of happy because he still gets XP. The invisibility rune is at the moment protecting him. So, but in the meantime, since the two supports are gone, Bristol actually drives out the Venge. The Venge. Oh my god.
The Spectre.
It's a long day.
Oh, but there's a smoke actually from the Disruptor as well as AA now.
Yeah.
And AA not maxing out the Chilling Touch, going for the Cold Feet max. And with the Kinetic Field combination, I mean, it's almost a sure block.
They need the silence up on him.
Death Prophet is waiting patiently. Finally, the Invis wears off. There's the phase shift. Silence comes out from the Puck. Visage comes in. The Dream Coil is used, but the heroes rotate in. The Crypt Swarm hits both of them, but First Blood goes to the Puck. He joins out as well. Will there be a glimpse? No, he can't get in range. No boots to speak of, and Kinetic Field just misses so badly. It was not anywhere close.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this was a problem with communication because the Disruptor went back already. The AA not moving in, and the Death Prophet waiting with the silence on the Puck. They could have gone for silence and actually clip him in there, but well, like the Spectre Dagger actually misses. But yep, the Prismaback doesn't mind anyway. He's level 6 now and quite decent in the farm considering he's on the offlane. So right now everything's going TG's way, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad for them. The only thing is actually that the Weaver is farming like a madman.
Yep,
46 last hits compared to 31 on the Spectre.
Yep, definitely. Like he's definitely getting everything in this lane. So like pretty nice farming coming out of him there. Really effective. And the Prismaback is just getting harassed a bit, but he's already so tanky. Like even if they want to go for it. In the meantime, you see Death Prophet popping his first ultimate. And yeah, he's definitely doing some considerable damage on the tier 1, but yeah, he will fall back eventually. But the ghosts, look at the range of the ghosts. Even if he stays in the river line, there's still a couple ghosts just attacking.
Yeah, that ultimate is so sick. Especially if he gets more points up in Witchcraft to increase the number of spirits for the ultimate.
By the way, I think we're also like at the deciding point now what the Spectre is going for, because he's on 1700, so if he wanted to, Midas time would be pretty much now, and he bought a stick, so he actually can do something against the Bristleback. I mean, at least regening back, but look at the damage. Like, this is 3 stacks of Quill, and it brings this Spectre to half HP. This is so sick on the Spectre.
Yeah, but no, he's completely out of mana now almost. He does have the Sage's Mask as well as his own magic stick, but it's not nearly enough to let him just spam out the Quill Sprays forever and ever. And in the meantime, another Invis rune up for the Death Prophet. He actually didn't drink the last sip before bottling the rune, so he could have had a little bit more mana at the moment. And for Tryhard, like, the Clockwork isn't even level 4 yet.
Yep,
That's kind of bad for them.
Yeah, the Clockwork is actually the only thing that doesn't really work out in TG, but then again, he didn't die so far. Yeah, I speak the truth. He didn't die so far. So for offlaner, he's doing, at least for that part of his job, quite well. But then again, the Weaver having absolutely free farm and him not catching any XP. That's nothing you want. I mean, level 8, at level 10, if he stays on that lane, he has to have level 6, but I don't see how he get it. By the way, one more thing, like on the Bristleback, you think this is a Vanguard into a Urn build? Because right now he got like pretty much the basics. For the Vanguard he just needs like this casual Wit booster and then he transitions into Urn. It would be nice on the Bristleback, I guess.
I think it's gonna be a Vanguard for sure, but I don't think it will be a Urn. It might be possible.
Medallion?
No, I think it actually might be a casual one. I would have thought Ring of Basilius at first, although they have a Ring of Aquila already. But Bristleback slowed down, the Visage coming in from the side.
But they can't kill him.
Yeah,
No
they
chance.
don't even try really.
There's no point because he already started with Quill Spray. They had 2 stacks up. If they would have followed him, they would have had stack 4 and 5, and yeah, that would be already deadly to the Spectra.
This Bristleback is just owning them.
Now I wouldn't say owning, but like for offline, he's definitely getting too much.
Yeah, but he's just playing around with the enemy trial lane. The trial lane can't really do anything against him. Just like they're afraid to initiate on a solo hero. It's quite bad for Tryhard gaming if it continues like
Yeah,
this.
that, to be honest, I kind of blame like the not happening pulling there. Because they had the chance, there was no warding whatsoever. They had actually the chance to do every second minute for a double.
They want to go now. There's the Frostbite. Spectral Dagger isn't used. No, they don't want to go. They can't make up their mind. TP comes in from the Disruptor. Maybe they want to turn it around even. No, the Disruptor not going
There's no
in
mana
either.
for it. That's the problem. And well, Prophet finds now Invisibility Rune and he's heading bottom. There's no wards whatsoever, not even sentries. At the moment, they're pretty lazy with the warding anyway. But I think, yeah, Weaver's now going aggressive on the Clockwork. And Jesus, the Clockwork getting so much damage. This Weaver has... Actually, he didn't went greedy. He went for Perseverance. So, that's
but
actually
this
impressive.
Linkens, I mean, what does it really stop? It stops the Grave Chill, or the Soul Assumption, or the Frostbite.
Yeah.
It's not like anything massive to block here with the Linken.
I wanted to see a really greedy build because he has the free farm. Or bottom, dive incoming.
Bristleback going in, the TP comes in from the puck. This might be big trouble, and Justice Bristle is finally gonna fall down. Spectre gets
and
that
the
kill. Dream
Disruptor.
Coil on the Disruptor as well. I think they will be able to do it. The silence goes out. Nice Crypt Swarm by the Death Prophet. Finally pops the ultimate. Might get the Visage. No. Just Frost beaten up, and will he go for the Crypt Swarm? The Ghost. Yeah, he goes down.
Yeah, the ghosts, they don't care about vision, they just follow you. So after all, a 2-for-1 trade, but that was some weird dive. Like diving without creep wave into the tower, like behind the tower actually, and the puck even rotating. I don't know. And if that ultimate runs out, they can go on the Death Prophet. He got nothing. Brown boots.
Yeah, he gets slowed down now. Illusory Orb is there as well. Dream Coil was used though, and no way the Crystal Maiden can get in rage. Now Bristleback is there with full mana, as the Disruptor is rotating in as well, so they might want to try to do something even.
Yeah, and the Visage reached level 6, and from now on we have those familiars flying around, and they actually hurt, even on the Bristleback, plus the additional stun, which they need so the Crystal Maiden can actually catch up. And then on top of that, once they all like caught up, they can go for the Spectral Dagger. So, yep, they need this combination.
You definitely wouldn't hurt them, and I mean,
There's a AA ultimate flying to the bottom lane, but I
ooh.
think this is just harass. Unless, oh, Spectre.
CM and
Gets
both the
it.
Spectre get the Spectre actually dropping quite low from it, but Bristleback can't really catch up.
Yeah. The Disruptor not in range for a glimpse. Like if he would have glimpsed the Spectre right next to him, do damage on top of the AA ulti, maybe some harass a bit before, they could have done something, but yeah.
Oh,
puck's
mid lane Death
going.
Prophet might be in trouble. He has the haste room, but the Dream Coil doesn't allow him to get away. But finally, Dream Coil
Very
ends at the
timely.
haste. Just gets
That
to
is
save.
very nice. Did you see, like, he ran out, like, barely when the Dream Coil was about to expire. So, I think a split second earlier, and the Dream Coil would have popped, ending up in a dead Prophet.
Yeah, and now bottom lane, the Ice Blast hits only a familiar.
Yep. And the Familiar doesn't really care. But he cares about Sprills. And
Oh,
the Weaver diving tower
finally
there.
kills the Clockwork.
Yep,
Clockwork
that was
actually
about
hit
time.
level 6 now as well.
And he used time lapse there as well. He had to under the tower, but yeah, easy going for the Weaver. Level 8, 92 and 34, man. He almost got as much CS as the Puck and the Spectre combined. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The FamousFive definitely better in interrupting the farm there on the Spectre.
Yeah, the Lincolns is finished up as well. Now Crystal Maiden might be in trouble. The Ice Blast is flying. It will miss everybody. But the slows are there. And Bristleback doesn't turn his back, so he's dropping really low. Spectre might get the kill. Uses the Hunt. One hero dead. Disruptor to follow next. Now Death Prophet with the Exorcism. He is tanking it up a little bit and doing some damage. The Creeps form on the Spectre might get the kill. Yes, he does do so. So 2 for 2 so far, but Death Prophet dropping really low. Wants the Crystal Maiden, but the hook shot coming in from the Clockwork.
They couldn't
Kill
be
secure.
a better timing, and for some reason, the AA not even bothering with auto hits or anything. Also, very uncommon, like the AA without a stick. Just imagine this AA having a stick, sticking around. He would heal up entirely with the stick and had mana for Cold Feet, and the Cold Feet would have led to a kill on the Crystal Maiden, and probably maybe secured the Death Prophet's life there. So it's pretty much the first time I see a 700 gold AA not going for a stick. So is this a Midas rush on him? That's why he ignores such a basic support item?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just doesn't like to go for it. I mean, he wasn't.
Who doesn't like a stick? Stick is awesome. Stick is
He
basic.
wasn't fighting at all before. Just now, he was just sending the long range ice blast, I guess. So maybe thought that he doesn't need one. Of course, I think it's the best item in the game. So you always have to go for it. Maybe not if you're a carry in certain situations, just to save the item slots, but. Other than that, I mean,
it's
a
also the same for the
support.
Spectre, for the Visage, by the way. Visage also no stick, but there again, he's the one buying the wards at the moment, so I guess he's just
But
not
when
having
you
the gold.
need to have a stick against Bristleback, it's
Yeah, against Bristleback, like the stick is so essential. It's like better than any item till mid game pretty much, because you get your charges full. Like you're full of 10 charges on the stick all the time.
yeah. This just. I mean, well, I don't even know who.
Oh, and something
has-
is coming out on the Spectre. It's a relic. The Spectre
Ooh.
actually got.
And
after the
Weaver
first
might be in
relic.
trouble. Has the time lapse ready? Actually, might kill the Clockwork instead. Going for it one more right click. Yeah, he gets the counter kill.
Oh
And
wow.
Spectre. Oh, you said he has the relic. So
Yeah.
not doing that bad. It's not like the highest farm because the Bristleback has been there to interrupt his free farm for sure. Just needs around 1k. No towers have fallen for them as well. And now Bristleback is on the hunt.
Yep. I mean, so far I gave like Tryhard Gaming here the upper hand, but I don't know. They kind of defend or fight well in certain situations, but I don't know. FamousFive, they're like with the Weaver. I'm kind of scared that this Weaver comes out in 10 minutes and he will just rack through everything, because right now look, he's even going for the Puck. He's not fearing him.
Yeah, really, he doesn't fear anything by the looks of it. And
He's level 11.
I think it's a little bit weird that he didn't skill time lapse level 2. Maybe it was a misclick, but getting the mana cost reduced as well as the cooldown, it's quite nice to have. And
No, actually, I don't think. I think it's a good decision, simply for the reason that he can farm all the time. He is almost level 12, so why not? Why would you go for the second one? You can go for another pointed swarm.
yeah, we shall see. He's silenced up under the tower. Time lapse is out now. There's the Dream Coil as well, keeping him there. He does go down to the Sukuchi, the Puck that is. And Weaver should be able to escape, or easy. The Lincolns gets poked by
Oh,
the.
nice reaction there
Maiden,
by the maiden.
Yeah.
Yep. And
So-
anyway, they got, but still, like FamousFive got a bit damage on the tier 2. Now they go mid.
Oh, the Ice Blast hits as well. The Bristleback is doing a ton of damage, but the Static Storm comes out with the Kinetic Field. They secure the kill on the Vigits. Can they get some more? Crystal Nova hits all 3 heroes.
Yep.
This
So
Crystal
after all,
Maiden, I mean,
2
not
for
doing
1.
too bad. 2 for 1 plus the tower, of course. So even giving away the Weaver, of course, not the best thing. And he's still not going for boots. He has a Mithril Hammer, finishing up a magic one now.
No, he doesn't need boots. That's absolutely okay. You're on max movement speed anyway while you're Chikuchi, so yeah. But the Spectre, well, 100 gold away from the Radiance, so Spectre definitely is gonna be a nuisance just to the supports, because if you see in all those fights how low HP some of the supports actually survived, like he's definitely gonna sneak a couple of kills with this if they keep on fighting like this. And so far, I don't know, they trade forth and back more likely in a change in meta all the time. Like sometimes FamousFive trade better, sometimes Tryhard Gaming is. So at the moment, like I don't think anyone has like a clear upper hand. I'm gonna show before they gank the Weaver faster graphs. We have 3000 XP lead for F5 at the moment, and the gold lead is about 5000. But this 5000 gold comes along with having an absolute tower advantage, because this is 3 towers for F5 at the moment, while Tryhard Gaming didn't even bother so far to go for any towers because they just don't have the initiative. At the moment they're happy with the Radiance on the Spectre, which flies out right now. Radiance done.
Yeah, they're really banking it all on the late game Spectre at the moment, pretty much. Cause nobody else has anything significant.
But we've seen it work out. Can you remember, like 2 days ago, that was JDL, I don't know, Asia or something, and the entire game they were like on the back foot, and they had only the Spectre, and then the Spectre with Radiance, Skadi, I don't know what else it was, and Hard and everything, and they eventually won the game. That was so impressive to see. So
yeah, but there were like the supporting cast getting like sheep sticks and stuff. Of course, true. The Spectre chest. I really liked his item build that he went for. He got like a Radiance, Manta style into Skadi, I think it was. Something like that, and like the Skadi, really nice pickup, just making him tanky. Making it so that nobody can run away. A nice 3-man Ice Blast. That might set up a pretty decent push for them.
Yep. What I don't understand is the AA is going for a casual Orca Club. I mean, if you have that much gold on a support, he might as well just bought that damn Midas, because I don't know. He has 500 now, 600 gold over plus an Orca Club. That would have been the recipe for the Midas. And if you have a Midas on AA and you're not about to get a lot of farm on this hero, the Midas helps so much, because what you need on AA the most is get that ultimate level 3. Level 3 alone, even without the Aghanim Scepter, is such an easy thing to do. All you have to do is hit it on the enemy team, and then you've done your job pretty much.
Yeah, he's prioritizing the Aghanim Scepter over the Midas, I think, at the moment. At least I hope the Ogre Club will go towards that.
Yeah,
but it's really weird that you don't just get a point booster for 200 gold extra.
That's also the next question. Like, if you have that much gold, why is it the Orca Club? Why isn't it the point booster coming? So he actually boosts both, because he had the money for it. So I don't really understand this move, but I mean, I'm not playing and I'm noob anyway, so therefore we just have to trust the players that they do the right decisions.
There might be action top lane. Bristleback Ace coming in as well. They're slowing down the puck, but it's not the target you want to go for. It just blinks away. Now Witch slowed down, but with the Grave Shield also escapes, so the Disruptor as well as the Bristle just TP in for nothing to the top lane.
Well, it's not nothing, because and at the same time, Death Prophet is saying hello to the tier 2 tower.
Oh, the Silence and the Dream going on 2 heroes. The Weaver, Lincoln sees up, but the hookshot as well. He gets the time lapse out just barely. Now they are about to turn it around. A nice connected kill, static storm combination to Crystal Maiden about to fall. Disruptor dropping low, as is everybody else. Finally Haunt with the Radiance Burn coming in from the Spectre. And Weaver actually forced to try to run away. He gets one familiar. Exorcism Death Prophet is back as well, and yeah, even with the Haunt, he didn't go in himself. Didn't have actually too much mana to do anything. And 3 heroes fall, and only the Disruptor dead for FamousFive.
This was a 3-for-1 trade, and the Disruptor pretty much just got snacked by the Spectre Radiance. So this is another tower going to F5 here, and I don't know. I don't know what Tryhard Gaming is trying to achieve here, because this was one of the best setups they could have gone for, but it didn't quite work out, to be honest. I mean, they had the Silence and the Dreamcoil on the Weaver. Weaver was on 200 HP, like the hookshot comes in, but I didn't see where have been the other nukes. Like, there was no rocket flare, there was no soul assumption on the Weaver to finish him off after the time lapse. And yeah, once the time lapse was off, then it was like, oh my god, now they're gonna go.
Yeah, they were like super close to getting that. Maybe one of those nukes, like the soul assumption, or maybe even a frostbite, got disabled by the Lincoln Sphere. I'm not 100% sure. It might have happened, but yeah, I mean, not getting the Weaver, him time-lapsing out, that just made the difference there. And now a Desolator up on the Weaver,
Yep.
pipe of Insight finished on Bristleback, so the Radiance won't really affect them all anymore.
And this is really bad. This is really bad because that Desolator is gonna hurt so much. Because none of those targets on the Radiant team, they have any armor except for the Visage, which comes by default, but this is gonna be removed in any fight just by like the collateral damage coming out.
Yeah, this just, I mean, God, this Weaver is so farmed. He is 4k above the Spectre
But-
in net worth.
But the Spectre is actually catching up now, but we see a 4-man smoke coming out by F5 here, and the question is it going towards Roshan or is this a gank attempt? And I think, yeah, they want to scout out and gank, but they might run into...
Yeah, there's the kinetic field, but oh, Crystal Maiden runs out of it. Static Storm was used as well already, so now a Dream Coil up onto 2 heroes, but the Bristleback just tanking it up. The Haunt comes in, they're all together, Pipe of Insight gets used, and now the Spectre actually has dropped really low already. Crystal Maiden takes a fall. Clockwork is the second one, trapping 2 heroes in the cogs, but you don't want to trap an Exorcism Death Prophet. Now Weaver gonna get the Spectre as well. 4
Yeah.
heroes down, and I think this is heading towards a
is-
GG.
Yeah, this is 4 for nothing, and the ultimate is still rolling. They can go for it, they can go for tier 3 right now. They could force buybacks if they want to, and I don't know. Yep, very dominant by F5 here.
Just like the Clockwork, he got level 6 so late, couldn't really
Yep.
benefit too much, and by that time, FamousFive, they had so much farm already.
I mean, just
Like-
compare the offliners with each other. This is level 9 versus level 14. The Bristleback absolutely being successful there.
Nice silence actually coming in by the puck, dropping the Disruptor low, but now the mech comes out, the Urn as well from the Disruptor himself. And they're all just back to fighting shape. They don't have any massive ultimates that they should need. Or maybe the Exorcist to push, but I think Roshan should be the next target for them.
Yep, definitely. I mean, for TG right now, it went okay, simply for the fact that F5 is now choosing to go back, and even if they got Roshan, like, I mean, the only chance for TG to actually come back in this game is really the Spectre. The Spectre has to get the farm. That's the only chance they have, and I mean, he picked up a casual vitality booster, so at a certain point he's gonna get more tanky, but then again, you saw it, the Desolator was munching through him without any problem whatsoever, and this is Roshan.
Yeah, and Aegis goes to the Bristleback as well, so
He
he
doesn't
can
need
stand in
it.
the front lines forever now.
He doesn't need it, that's the funny part. Like, I would have given this to anyone but the Prusol, but maybe he's planning on diving even more man-modely.
Yeah, well, he was tanking up the Roche, so maybe they thought that Tryhard Gaming will come in the end and kill off the Bristle quite easily, but, well, by now, he has so much health back already. Death Prophet came in, just some mech regen as well. Not even needing to use the mech, because the life regen from the pipe as well as the Vanguard, clearly enough for them to just go on with the pushing now.
By the way, have you noticed? Oh no, never mind, I was just about to say that they didn't have Mac, but actually the Death Prophet picked it up, so yeah, they have so much healing. Like, right now that the Bristleback has 23 HPS, that is, yeah, without the Mac and anything else coming out of there, and they also have Urn running. I don't know, but the next fight, I don't know, the next fight is gonna give the direction. Like, if they get, again, a horrible defeat versus F5, I think F5 is just gonna say, like, guys, go, let's go high ground.
Yeah, well, it's actually really weird to me that they're not pushing as 5 at the moment. Then again, the Weaver doesn't need to push with the others. He can split push quite nicely. I mean, the AA should be with the rest of the team, I think. Then again,
Look
his
at the
ultimate
Weaver.
has a larger area of effect. Oh, they're going in. Spectral Dagger on the AA. Will AA? No, he doesn't even have a TP. He will definitely go down to the Spectre.
Yeah, this is
Puck
just-
even coming in just in case.
This is just a snack for the Spectre. They're like, okay, they're alone there, we go for that. So just a little snack for the Spectre, so she farms up a bit more, but still she's, I don't know, she's still 4k behind the Weaver, and I don't know, the Weaver now with halfway to the heart and a Desolator doing so much more damage than the Spectre.
Yeah, with this tower kill now, he's only 125 gold away from finishing up the Heart of the Rask already. And with that up, there's no way Tryhard Gaming can burst him down, even with the silences or potential hexes that are to come out. And Puck, he went for a Dagon, but
Yeah,
that
for
heart
who?
won't
That's
allow
the
him to burst
problem.
him down. Like maybe the Disruptor, although Disruptor sitting on 1.1k HP with a point booster in his inventory and Yearn, like all the targets aren't that squishy.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like the farm is actually kind of equally distributed. If you compare, if you for example compare the supports with each other, like the a disruptor combination has, I don't know, about 4, 5, 6k advantage over the Radiant supports, and then the offlaner, the Clockwork offlane is 5k behind the Dire offlane, and the mid hero Puck being about 3k, no 2k just behind Death Prophet. But overall the draft is just better, especially for mid game. It just works better out at the moment.
Indeed,
Now, yeah,
and
all
yeah, they want to
1000.
go for it. They have the ages. I mean, the Bristleback is quite low on mana, so maybe he even wants to die just a little bit to get the full mana pool.
He wants to die a little bit. How can he die a little bit?
He wants to. He wants. He wants to a little, not to die a little bit.
Because last time I checked, dying was a really absolute thing. It's like all or
Well, not
nothing.
with the ages.
Well, yeah, true, but you still sort of die. It's just like, I don't know, that you get not accepted and they send you back directly.
Well, there's the Exorcist popped. Bristleback just being in the front lines, even frostbitten up, he doesn't care all that much. He should just turn his back and tank up the tower really so that the Exorcist would do the work.
Yep.
Now finally the Weaver comes in as well with the Desolator. Minus armor now applied. Nice silence, 4-man Dreamcoil. There's the Static Storm though by the Disruptor. The Kinetic Field finally coming out as well. Freezing Field is there. Bristleback actually takes a fall as Yule Scepter goes out on the Death Prophet. That was a very nice fight, but now Spirit is returning to the Death Prophet. He's back to full HP. Bristleback of course respawned, having used the Aegis. And this Puck takes a drop while the Weaver trying to man fight the Spectre. He's actually dropping quite low himself as well. The dispersion making work, but Bristleback
Oh my god.
gets the Spectre. A double kill for him, 4 heroes down.
Yeah, and Clockwork
Here,
didn't even
tower.
stay there. He was like, he hookshot it in and instantly went out because the Static Storm was already there. And I don't know, is this just one set of racks? I mean, they have a pretty low respawn timer at the moment, so we might see a second one, or they just say like, no, we go back. But to be honest, I think F5 knows they have the game, like the absolute upper hand. So I mean, there has to be some small miracle that TG is gonna turn this. So they might as well just push on.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, FamousFive, I really think they have this in the back. They're going for the Visage. He gets hit by the Ice Blast. 1 stack of that Nasal Goo.
This is, by the way, did you see that? That's a pretty interesting stat. Like the Visage has still like 2 point. Oh, okay, go.
Get the Dagon though into the back of the Bristle. Doesn't really do too much damage. And Crystal Maiden falling down to the Weaver. They want to get more, and I really think GG should be coming out. The Spectre is back. They're man fighting the Weaver, and Weaver is dropping really low, even with the heart.
And
That's
the
the
hookshot and the Dream Coil go into nothing. Hookshot is gonna hit the creep, and the Dream Coil is gonna hit some oxygen. So oxygen, yeah, can't move anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And with the Exorcism up, this tier 3 tower, the last one actually, dropping quite fast as well. The Swarm used on the Puck. Puck can't really blink now. Ice Blast is hitting the Spectre, so Weaver going in. They might get the Puck. Yeah, Puck is dead. Dagon just got blink and speared. And now the Horn comes in. Glimpse fails together with the Static Storm.
Just a
but
random Static Storm, like just because it looks pretty. And there's the GG. The last set of racks was anyway about to fall. So I was looking for a quite even game, but F5 nailed it in the laning phase. The Weaver absolutely farming better than the Spectre, and the offlaners had, like, at 20 minutes. I said it, they had about 6 levels different, so the clockwork not working out at all, and the bristleback actually pushing away a tri-lane around the Spectre. So definitely more dominant gameplay in early stages, and they carried it all the way down to the enemy fountain pretty much. So very nice performance then. Congratulations on F5. This broadcast was brought to you by Heflatv. I'm Heflatv, and with me is Coucher. This was a best of 1, and our next game is gonna be Gigabyte Challenge 2030 Flipside versus Bite Me. Fureur. It's a French team actually. So see you there, guys. In about 20 minutes or so the lobby should be up and everything.